G'day and welcome back to the channel, Ginger Ninja's Movie Reviews. I'm here with a very special movie review. Today I am looking at the film Vampire Zombies from Space. Before I get into it, I want to say a big thank you to Walked In Entertainment for providing me this one to review, because when I heard the title, I was like, this has me written all over it. But I was not expecting this. So, big thank you to Walked In Entertainment, much appreciated. Let's get into this one. The film was directed by Michael Stasko and stars Jessica Antofsky, I hope I'm pronouncing these names correctly, Oliver Grego, Craig Closter, Robert Kemi, and, wait for it, Lloyd Kaufman and Judith O'Dea. All right. Now, if any of you know the name Judith O'Dea, Night of the Living Dead. Yeah. So I was mind blown when I saw this. And she does have a very small role in it, but it is a very pivotal role and it's a lot of fun to watch. So anyway, let's get into the plot. In 1957, the small town of Marlow is under attack by, see title. That's exactly what it says in IMDb. Yeah. All right, I know what you're thinking. What the fuck, right? I mean, vampire zombies from space? Well, don't let the title fool you. This is a film that proudly wears its B-movie heart on its black and white sleeve. This is a film that blends 1950s sci-fi schlock, creature feature chaos, and even a splash of grindhouse horror. And it's a movie that doesn't aim for prestige. It aims straight for the jugular, with a healthy dose of fun and sly wit and crude humor. And that's what helps make this film work. If it was done as a straight up sci-fi horror, it wouldn't work. This film, it just has the right elements that make it fun. So let's take off with the Vampire Zombies from Space. Diving straight into the cast, and look, the cast delivers performances that feel right at home in a movie with a title this outrageous. The acting itself ranges from surprisingly committed to delightfully over the top, and the ensemble clearly understands the tone this movie is aiming for, and this is what makes the movie work. That being said, the acting can be quite inconsistent. Some of the performances do have a surprisingly emotional weight behind them, while others, they drift into wooden or overly exaggerated territory. Still, even the weaker acting, it's the enthusiasm that's behind the characters that helps carry it through the rougher spots, and it contributes to the film's pulpy authenticity. Moving on to the directing and writing, and look, the direction embraces the B-movie aesthetics with confidence. It's energetic and playful and clearly guided by someone who grew up renting 1950s sci-fi and 1980s horror movies from the local video store. So for that, I have a huge appreciation for. This helps the film have a distinct personality as opposed to other films which feel very cut and dry and copy-paste. Now, it's far from perfect. Some scenes feel very cluttered. There are a few transitions between scenes that lack polish, but the director keeps things moving with a sense of adventure. And what stands out the most is his commitment to the tone of the film. It's never cynical. It's never mocking the material, but it's genuinely celebrating the weirdness of it. The script is packed with wild ideas, and it's not always smooth, but it is imaginative. The dialogue often dances between genuinely funny lines and moments of, I don't know, they kind of sound like they'll pull directly from a forgotten drive-in movie of the era. And then there's also the more cruder lines, which, yeah, they work because you're thinking, They'd never get away with this in a 1950s movie, but here we are watching it in 2025 and it works. Now on to the effects, and the effects are a very tough one because it's a black and white film. It's hard to get a good feel for the effects, but I will say the prosthetics of the film, they do look good in the tone and style of the film that it is. Black and white, the effects, they don't have that oomph. It may not have had the same effect in color given its budget though. So that's what I mean. It's very difficult to say the effects are top notch. They look good in black and white. Don't know if they carry across in color. The wire work is clear and it's supposed to be. So when you're watching this and if you're seeing little bats fly around on wire and UFOs flying around and you can see the wire, it's a clever homage to the effects of a bygone era. Rewatchability. Look, I'm not going to lie, there are some pacing issues with this one, and that does make the rewatchability factor tough. However, if I was introducing this film to some friends and we're all watching it at the same time and they were watching it for the first time, yeah, I'd definitely sit back and enjoy the ride to see their reaction. So I'd definitely watch this again. Final verdict. Overall, this is a messy, enthusiastic, but oddly lovable film. It's one that knows exactly what it is and it invites you to enjoy the ride with it. It's a love letter to creature features and late night monster movie marathons, and it doesn't shy away from what it is. For genre fans, it's an enjoyable film with a lot of personality. For general audiences, it may feel too chaotic or rough around the edges. Either way, it's a kind of movie that sticks with you for a while. Overall, for a score, I give this one a 7 out of 10. So there you have it. That is my review of Vampire Zombies from Space. Have you seen this film? If you have, let me know what you thought of it down in the comments below, because I am keen to hear other people's thoughts on this film, on this style of film. Like I said, it's a very interesting film. That being said, I do want to shout out my good buddy Sneaky Raoul from the Retro Prism Network. He recommended a movie to me that's in black and white and will be reviewed on the channel very, very soon. I will get you for this one. I will. But this one here, I really enjoyed it. So definitely highly recommend you check this one out. And this isn't payback. This is actually a good one. It's a black and white one. It's everything that that other movie should have been. Anyway, look, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please do hit that thumbs up button. It'd be much appreciated. And of course, subscribe to the channel. I will be coming back very soon with a lot of new movie reviews, Trashy Tuesdays, Franchise Fridays. The 60-second reviews are still happening, but the rest of the reviews will be coming back very soon. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.